Oh my gosh, Jeffrey, so prompt. And you're on video before me? What is going on?
Get it together, girl. Get your stuff
How are
together.
you beating me to the punch? There we go. What's up? Oh, look at you repping your college gear.
That's right. Go Cougs. They got a game tomorrow.
Go who?
Cougs. Washington State Cougars.
Okay. Cougars.
Yep.
Have you ever been with a cougar?
I ain't know what a cougar look like.
Are you the cougar? Can cougars be male?
Probably.
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 Probably. Dang, I had prompts in my head. But do you believe in mediums, Jeffrey?
In mediums, like somebody telling you what your future is.
No, as someone who could talk to people who've crossed over.
Oh, the ones that talk to people that are dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't believe in that shit.
Okay. You believe in the tangible.
What's a tangible?
Things you can touch. You don't know what a tangible is?
Tangible things that you can touch.
Yeah. Tangibles are things you can actually touch. You can
Right,
see and
but
feel.
I thought, but what do you? I mean, what's that got to do with someone that could talk to a person that's dead?
Because people who are dead are untouchable. Duh. Is that not obvious?
Well, they're spirits, though. You can touch their spirits. I mean, I've seen ghosts.
When have you seen ghosts?
I've seen ghosts twice.
When have you seen ghosts twice?
One time I saw it in my room when I was at playing with the Minnesota Vikings. I was in my room and there was a ghost.
Where?
Huh?
You gotta set the scene if you're gonna tell a story. You can't just say, come on, Jeffrey, you're better at telling stories than this. How
I'll
old
tell
are
you, this
you?
the best one. This the best one. So it was Halloween night at the Comedy Store.
Okay.
And
Ooh,
so,
spooky.
so I'm walking to the back to the main room, and everybody is left. And so
Okay.
it's myself and the manager sitting in the booth, and we're just talking. It's like the end of the night. And so then we hear a noise, and we look, and floating over the piano was a person in a zoot suit looking at us. And so then I say to the manager, I said, "Do you see what I see?" And the manager said, "Yes." And so we got up and we start walking towards the back of the Comedy Store where the waitress is in there. And we hit it. As we're walking, the ghost head was doing this, following us.
Shut up.
And then we just jetted out that back door right there. We was gone.
Okay, I have to let that marinate for a minute. Because and side when you said, "Do you see what I see?" Way to like tag in some Christmas spirit there in your spirit story.
That wasn't no Christmas story. That was a Halloween story.
That's a Halloween story, man.
That happened on
Holy
Halloween.
shit. That's crazy.
So there are ghosts, and when we had that big earthquake, remember the big one that was destroyed everything,
And the Northridge one?
Northridge one. The only
What year
thing
was that?
I don't know.
Okay.
The only thing that got destroyed in the Comedy Store was one glass fell off.
One glass, one
One
glass.
drinking glass, yeah.
That was it. And what about like were other businesses around the area like trashed?
Yep. Like the hotel
Oh, wow.
next to it was their windows were blown out, all kind of crazy stuff.
So the ghost held it down.
Haunted. Let's be real. I'm real. The store was haunted. I've seen the hauntedness.
I mean, this is like a widely known fact because you're like, I'm learning this for the first time.
You never knew this?
No, Jeffrey, I'm comic Bambi. Okay, I've literally only been running around this comedy scene for less than 2 years. That's right. Okay, I've only been in the comedy store once since I started doing comedy. When I did the potluck, like in August. So yeah, I had no idea the comedy store's haunted.
It
I'm
used to
hearing
be
it here
called.
first.
It used to be called Zyros.
Zyros.
It was a gangster hangout. It was a
Shut up.
nightclub, and
What?
actually, my father played there when it was Zyros.
Oh my god.
Yeah, my father's a jazz musician.
That is crazy.
Yeah, he also did the rim shots for Slappy White and Red Fox.
Who are Slappy White and Red Fox?
They were a comedy team.
Oh. He did
You
what
don't
for
know
them?
Red? Have you heard of Red Fox before?
That sounds familiar.
Red Fox was on a series called Sanford and Son.
Oh, okay. I know Sanford and Son.
He was the old guy. Well, they all were old guys, but he was who the main one was about. Anyways, my father and I had saw him because I was kidnapped from him when I was 2.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Your mom, right?
Right. So when I was about 32, I found him again when I was doing stand up.
Your father?
So yeah, and so he told me that he used to do the rim shots for Slappy White and Red Fox because they were a comedy team at the Foxhole. But I thought he was BSing. That was Red Fox's comedy club off La Cienega.
I was about to say that sounds familiar. Are they? Is it still around today? Oh, okay. But the foxhole sounds familiar. Yeah. What do you mean rim shots? What does that mean? He would like.
Well, I'm going to show you.
Okay.
So I run into Slappy White at the comedy store, and I say, Slappy, this probably didn't happen, but I gotta ask you. My
Okay.
father said he used to do rim shots for you and Red Fox. And he goes, what's your daddy's name? I said, my dad's name is Bobby Pittman. He goes, Bobby Pittman? Bobby Pittman, your dad? He was the baddest boom boom guy we ever had. I was like,
Oh, rim shots. So, boom, boom.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Because you said rim shots, I'm thinking basketball. I'm thinking like something kinky, like weirdness. But you mean the boom, 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 boom.
So I
Oh,
had
so
to believe everything my father said after that because I was like, okay, he telling the truth.
wow, wow. Where did you find your dad? Did he just come out of nowhere at a show, or?
No, I was doing a show at Billy Higgins over in Leimert Park.
Okay.
And I used to do a joke about my father telling me a bedtime story as a heroin addict, right? And so I would do this joke as him as a heroin addict, doing all the, like Jeff, lay down, yeah,
He's
like
strapped.
Jeff, lay down. Can you tie this for Daddy first?
Oh my
I I got to bring it back one day. I haven't done it in a while.
god. Yeah, seriously.
So,
Heroin is a drug for people who love nap. Okay.
and so I do the whole thing afterwards, and the guy comes up to me who happens to be the same name as my little brother, Cornell. He
Okay.
says, "Is that true about your dad? Is your dad a jazz musician?" I said, "Well, it is, but I haven't seen him since I was 2." He said, "What's his name?" I said, "Bobby Pittman." He goes, "He was just playing in here last week." I said, "Well, here's my card. If he ever comes back, tell him that I want to meet him. I don't want anything. I just want to meet him."
Right.
About a month later, I get a call, says your daddy's here, and he wants to meet you.
After 30 years.
Yep. So I
Wow.
drive over there because it's only 5 minutes away.
Where's this at?
Leimert Park. I was living in off of. I was living 5 minutes away from the time, off
Okay.
Crenshaw on Stocker. And I look through the window and I see an old dude sitting there with a ram hat. And I walk in and I see him. I said, "What's up, Dad?" He's like, "Yeah, Jeff, how you doing, man? I just, it's beautiful to see you. Your mom probably did what she had to do."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Well, how come you didn't look for me?" He goes, "I did, but I couldn't find you." And see, my mom changed my name from Jeffrey Pittman to Jeffrey Keller.
Like officially.
Well, she
Like-
just put me in school under that name.
Oh.
It never officially changed.
Really? So on your birth certificate, it says,
Jeffrey Pittman.
wow. So it was like an incognito name change.
So when I graduated from high school, I had to show them my birth certificate. So I graduated as Jeffrey Pittman Keller.
Oh.
But my passport and everything is under Keller, but I had to show them that I've been living as Keller as my alias all this time. I had to bring in my college transcripts, high school transcripts, all that. And so I called my mom. I'm like, guess who I'm sitting with? She said, who you sitting with? I said, I'm sitting with Bobby. He goes, you sit with your father. You know, he don't believe nothing. He's saying he's lying. And blah, blah, blah.
You're 30 now at this point, right? And you're just like,
And it was the funny part. My father's like, he being all nice, like, yeah, she probably had to do what she had to do. I understand. And she just being an ass. And he probably
she's still holding the beef.
Oh, let me tell you something. When my father passed away,
Yeah.
and we had the funeral,
Uh-huh.
his wife was there. My mom was the side chick. She was there. And the other side chick was there. It was funny as hell.
Oh my God.
So my mom, she's on a walker and got oxygen. So she walks in.
Okay.
She's sitting down. The other side chick is sitting across the room. And then the wife is sitting across from my mom. And I'm sitting in a booth across from my half brother.
Wow.
So they say, anybody got anything to say? So the first side chick get up.
Oh my
She's
God.
she's like, you know, I know Bobby loved me. And,
Oh my God.
you know, we have a beautiful son together.
Wow.
And I was his love. I know I was. And my mom's sitting there mad. She's going like, oh, this bitch. My mom's like just under her mouth. You know, she's like.
Oh, she's getting ready.
Right.
She's puffing.
Like, oh, yeah, she's like, I'll whip this bitch ass. I know she did. So now my mom's time to talk. And she's like, you know, Bobby could have been a great musician. But the heroin got to him. And we got 2 kids. And I was his true love. And I'm like, these heifers like 60 something, 70 years old. And they still got beef. I'm like, ain't this a bitch? So then it's time for the wife. Right now the wife is going to talk.
Oh God.
And the wife goes, I don't know what you heifers talking about, but that nigga was my husband. So now my mom, she starts to get up, right? Like she going to do something.
Oh my
Now
God.
remember, she in a walker and got oxygen. And so my sister looked at me. I said, let her go. What the fuck she gonna do? She gonna pass out before she get there?
Wow.
But these ladies had beef for like 40-something years.
Damn. That's
And I know my dad was looking down laughing his ass off going, I still got it. I'm dead and I still got it.
Oh man, that's hilarious. Oh wow. Have you is your mom still around?
Oh no, my mom passed away. She gone.
She gone.
She gone. My mom, man, my mom was a hustler. My mom was out of control.
But your mom was also a heroin addict too, right?
Yeah, well, see, when they got busted, and my father got out before her, that's why I was living with my grandmother.
Mm.
Then my mom got out. That's when she kidnapped me.
Mm-hmm.
But my mom was a high-end booster.
Mm.
She got together. Huh?
A booster? Not a shot.
A booster is somebody that could go into like a high-end store with no money.
Yeah.
And walk out with about $5,000 worth of merchandise. That's what she would do. And she would go, my mom's white and would go in with 2 black women.
Oh, okay.
And she would tell security that the black women were going to rip off the store.
I think that's the oldest con. That's the oldest con in the book, right?
Racism works. So they say racism don't pay. Racism pays. And so security would follow the black women, and my mom would take like furs and dresses and slide them under her skirt and slide her skirt down.
Oh, wow.
And take diamonds and put them down in her bra and walk out like she ain't got nothing between her legs.
Wow.
And she would teach classes on that And they
Shut
would
up.
go out, yes, and they would go out as boosting teams up and down the coast
Oh
and
wow.
get 50, 60, $80,000 worth of merchandise and would sell it. They'd have an after hours club because I lived in Hollywood Hills at that time. In the Four Tops, Temptation, Sammy Davis, all these people would come to the house and party and buy all this merchandise.
Damn, you're wow. Take notes, people. Take notes. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Do you think boosting is still something that is happening now?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, in
Wait,
different ways, but it's still. You could go in the hood right now and buy a tank. Nigga got a tank somewhere. I'm telling you right now.
oh my god, that's hilarious. Wow. Okay, so my parents were not very entrepreneurial as yours. Which is they tried to go the legit route. They tried to have a restaurant, and that burned to the ground in in so many ways. But wait, I gotta rewind though. So the comedy store's haunted. You say that's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. So that's yeah. So that actually happened at the Comedy Store. Everybody knows it's haunted.
Everybody,
Yeah, man, you
everybody.
go upstairs in the belly room because people were killed there when it was Zyros. You had gangsters that was there.
When did it become the comedy store?
In the '70s when Mitzi and her
Oh,
husband bought it.
okay. Holy shoot.
And then the comics were in there painting it and building stuff and turning it into a comedy spot.
Oh wow.
Tim Reed, all those. It was like Tim Reed. It was what's that other brother's name? Anyway, there's a bunch of people that just helped out together to make it a comedy spot.
Wow. When's the last time you went up there?
Or the Comedy Store.
Yeah.
Well, I was there for the 50th anniversary,
Of.
and that was of the Comedy Store.
Okay.
Yeah, they had a private event.
Ooh.
Well, dude, let me tell you something. Usually they pretty cheap. When you got there, it was free drinks. They had it catered,
Oh wow.
and then you had people there from that have been performing there for 50 years.
Wow.
Um, it was awesome seeing guys that I started with, or you know, Jimmy Walker, people like that showed up. It was Mark Maron, just a lot of people that all started at the store.
What year was that? That was recently, right? I feel like
That was in the spring.
of this year.
Uh huh.
Really? I just missed it. Okay.
Yeah,
I
they
meant
gave
more
out
like
shirts. Yeah,
shirts. Sorry, is my cat
yeah,
distracting?
but that's okay. But you had to be a member of the Comedy Store, right? You had to be a regular there at some point
Yeah. Yeah. So when's the last time you've like performed there?
at a Comedy Store.
Yeah.
I don't even
You
know.
were just there, I feel like. No?
No, I've been at the Improv. I've been performing at the Improv.
Oh, okay. Is that
Like
is,
I'll be
is
at the
that
Improv tomorrow.
is that like the Sharks versus the Jets? Like the improv versus the store? Is that
Oh,
like
that's
a Hollywood
hilarious.
comedy scene beef or something that I need to know about?
Well, Mitzi used to be like, you can't do the improv or the Laugh Factory. You can only do Comedy Store. That's
Oh
it.
my god. Oh my
If I
god.
hear anything, you're gonna get kicked out of the store.
I never met the woman, but your impression of her, I imagine, is uncanny.
Oh, she told me one time this shit was hilarious. Some comic did a joke and she goes, I can't believe she did Harry Basil's joke from 1985. I'm like, damn.
Wow.
Mhm.
Wasn't it on here we were talking about joke stealing and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. One of the first episodes.
But no,
Um,
Mitzi was brilliant, man. She would tell comics like she named Carlos Mencia. His real name is Ned Hortense.
Ned Hortense.
That's his real name. And
Okay.
so she's like, well, no, that's not gonna work. We'll call you Carlos Mencia after my gardener.
Shut the fuck up. I'm dying right now. Shut the fuck up. I'm dead. We need to get a fact checker. Fact checker. We gotta Google that shit. That's
His
hilarious.
real name is Ned Hortense.
Wow.
She named him Carlos Mencia. She called this other guy. She goes, "Okay, your name's going to be Jackie Banana, and you're gonna wear a yellow suit." And so Jackie got tired of wearing the yellow suit, right?
Yeah.
And he went up in the main room without it, and he was horrible, like he bombed. And Mitzi walked in when and saw it, and she called him over to her booth, and she goes, "Jackie, I told you the suit makes you funny. Don't ever go up without the suit again, or you're fired."
Wow. I see. I thought you said he was gonna go up in a red suit and rebrand as Johnny with Strawberry or something.
Oh
But
no,
when
Mitzi
did
was
Mitzi pass?
hilarious.
She just
Huh?
passed too, though. Mitzi just passed too, right? Not too long ago.
She's been gone about. I think she passed right before COVID or during
Right.
COVID
Yeah, yeah. I remember hearing about it.
because they had a funeral. They had a thing for her at the store too. That was amazing. The people that showed up to that.
Yeah.
She'd be
So
like, "Jocelyn, let me see what I can do. Okay, you're being you're Philippine. Okay, you'll be Jocelyn. Um, oh yeah, you be a refugee from a country, and your jokes will be about coming to America. It'll be hilarious."
I don't have a coming to America story, okay? I'm not freaking Eddie Murphy. I'm not my
I
parents.
know,
I'm the one who
but that's
came out
what
of the
she would
vagina
do.
here.
But that's what she would do. That's what she would do. She go, "Oh yeah, you'll have immigrant jokes. It'll be hilarious."
Hilarious. I hope she appreciates your impression of her.
Oh, I'm sure she does.
I'm
Everybody's got
hoping. Who's got one? What's your?
one.
Yeah. Wait a minute. What was that?
Everybody has a Paul Mooney impression. Everybody has a Mitzi impression.
Should we write this down?
That's how you know who people are really at the store. If they
Right.
have a Mitzi and a Paul impression, oh yeah.
What? Do you have a Trump impression?
I don't do evil people.
Oh, that's where you draw the line. So hard line.
No.
The fucking hard line of the sandbox. Nope. Not gonna cross that line.
When you're evil, I'm like, I'm not going to give you space in my head.
Okay. It was so funny when he lost the election. There was I feel like there was an influx of comedians of just like, well, shit, where are we gonna get our material now? Because I guess he was just like so easy, right? So easy. Yeah. I I guess I missed out. There we go. That was like my 2-second impression of Trump.
No impression. You got a couple people in here, Josh. You got Angel in here. You got Kat in here. Look
Hi,
at you.
Kat Losky. Hello. They waved. And what's up, Angel Vaughn? I didn't even do my intro, Jeff. I wrote an intro. I'm like taking it seriously. Showed up on time. I was like, Jeff might not be there. I had the speaker queued up just in case. That's the vibe. But what's up, everyone? Welcome. We're already like 30 minutes in, I guess. This is actually, I think I might rebrand it, but we're live storytelling on Fireside app. I'm here joined. My name is Jocelyn. I go by Funny Jocelyn on TikTok, no, on Twitch and Twitter, but everywhere else I'm Laugh with Jocelyn, and this is my friend. That doesn't work. Like to be like, this is my friend. Like I don't know where you are in the screens. Jeffrey Keller, comedian. This is where old school meets new school in terms of comedy. Pretty much. And I'm actually Jeffrey is a half black, half white, right?
Well, I'm half white and a quarter Choctaw Indian, a quarter black.
Okay. And then I'm full Filipino and black adjacent. Yeah. So, anyways, I, I didn't even get to be like, hi, Jeff, how are you? How's your day going?
Oh, my day is marvelous. I rode the bike. I rode the Peloton this morning, and I went and lifted. Got some work done. Cussed out some people. It's been a good day.
Who'd you cuss out? Why? Por qué? Why?
Uh, well, there's a comedian that I work with. He get on my goddamn nerves.
Oh my God. I want to guess. Are his initials M&M's? MM?
Yeah, yeah,
I knew it. Dude, do you think he'll come on here? You guys can
yeah. He'll
beef it
come
up.
on. Oh yeah, he'll come on. He'll
Let's
come
get
on.
let's get Mike in here.
And then what we'll do is we'll just tell stories, and then Mike will top our stories. Like if you say, I got this agent, Mike will be like, "Oh yeah, but I'm with the biggest firm in Hollywood." You'd be like, "Mike, what's the name of the firm?" Well, I can't talk about it. Exactly.
I feel like Mike is like the epitome of like Napoleon complex, maybe. You know? He's just a little guy with a loud mouth. Yeah, I'm similar though. I'm a little person with a loud mouth. Oh, no, but I did have a prompt earlier today that I was like, oh, I'm going to ask Jeff about that. My cat's fighting with me right now. You win. I can't remember, but that's okay. But then to go back to what I was doing right before this show, because I saw that you're wearing your Washington
State Cougars.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm sure that's our yell. That's our yell when we play.
My cat's looking at me like, what the fuck are you doing, bitch? So yeah, no, there's a woman on here. She's new to Fireside. There are I guess there's like a lot of new people coming onto the app. Just because Tyler Henry joined, I guess, and he's a medium. He talks to those who've passed. Or I guess spirits is what you would say.
Oh, that's what you were talking about believing in mediums. Okay.
Yeah. Are you familiar with Tyler Henry and what he does? I don't know.
I don't know any of them fools. It's all a hustle, man. Them guys just be conning folks.
Well, she was like, "Oh, do you like have someone who crossed over that you want to talk to?" And I was like, "Not particularly." I was like, because I was like, kind of like you, like, not real. I mean, they're gone, like, you know what I mean. But I did tap into a spirit guide. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hang your head, and they had mentioned something about someone who had passed and was like, and then I guess when I was talking to them, they said that like my aura or like I had like this bright blue light, like blue light when I mentioned their name. So then I was like, oh, okay. So when I was in there, I was like, oh, maybe I'll talk to my friend Jake or Jacob. And she's like, what's his last name? I'm like, Kobernick. And she's like, okay. And so she tapped into him. And that's why I thought it was funny when you walked in with your college sweatshirt because he's my college friend, And basically he gave me the green light to write as many jokes as I want about him, which is cool. What? What?
What's his name?
Jacob Kobernick.
Ray Z has invited you to the show. Santa, man, I can't do that. I'm working right now.
We're doing our own show.
What's his first name?
Jacob.
Jacob. Okay, hold up. I'm feeling something right now. Jacob's talking to me. He's talking to me.
You're not selling your show.
He's saying that he is at peace. And your jokes better be funny or he will come back and haunt you. Okay.
Okay. So that's probably why he showed up. But yeah, so are you like, okay, so it's so funny because are you dating?
No.
Right? But it's funny because when you talk to people who are actually dating, they were like, oh, what's the, like, or I was in a room and they were talking about it was a subject and they were like, oh, what would you consider a red flag, Jocelyn, for someone that you're like romantically interested? And I had shared like, I feel like it's someone who doesn't have like like a friend, like someone who's like, um. So basically, my question would be like, do you have a friend that you've know like from like your upbringing, or like school or anything like that?
Yeah, they're all dead. That's where they at. Yeah. I grew up with a bunch of gangs, but I tell you what, though, if we go back to that medium, she can talk to them and see if they like me or not. That's what we can do that.
Okay, okay. Cause yeah,
Yeah, no, I
like,
got some friends from high school and from college.
oh really? That like you still are. And so I basically would say like, yeah, I couldn't date anybody who didn't have like friends of their own, or even like, or who didn't have like a close friend that they like that knew them when they were younger, or whatever. And they were like, why, Jocelyn? Why is that like a deal breaker or whatever? I was like, because it means that they like, if they don't have that, that means they don't have social skills, kind of. You know what I mean? Like it means that like, I don't know. That made
Yeah,
sense to me.
yeah. No, I know people that got friends and they ain't got no goddamn social skills. They awkward as shit.
Like M&M's.
Yeah, not just that. I mean, but female. Like I dated somebody that was awkward as hell.
But she had
But
a ton of friends.
huh?
But she had a ton of friends.
Oh yeah, she got friends. Yeah. But see, the deal is if you want to really know somebody, see what kind of relationship they have with their parents, then you know what kind of issues they have. Do they got mama issues or daddy issues?
Everyone has mommy issues. Everyone has daddy issues. If they say that they don't, they're lying to themselves.
Well, yeah, but some issues are more severe than others.
True. Good point. Good point. But see, your parents are gone, so like, can you still have issues? Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. I answered
No,
my
I
own
got rid of
question.
no, see, I got rid of those issues when they died. Just buried them.
That's what I was thinking, but no, I feel
That's
like
why I
a
don't
lot
want
of
to see. That's why I don't want to see a medium because then she'll bring them issues back.
seriously, seriously, man, I hate like I don't hate that you say that. It's definitely a valid point. I'm actually writing. I told you that I don't know if I told you on the phone or in the last episode about how I actually started tapping into like writing about my family in my jokes, But it's always weird when you like start writing for the first time. Like you write it, and in your head like, oh yeah, this is funny. I could sell it, and then you get to that point where you're just like, when you're gonna say it new for the first time. And I guess the thing about it is that like it's almost, I guess with me and that's why I love having you. It's like I think my thinking is inherently funny. Like it's like, really, Jocelyn, like why would you think that? That makes sense and it doesn't make sense. And so it's like the punches. So it's so one of the jokes I started writing was the fact that like, because honestly I said this at the Comedy Chateau and at a show, and I wasn't planning on saying it, and people laughed in the audience, and I was like, oh, okay, mental note, I think I have something there. And it's the fact that like I say that I was poorly raised and raised poorly,
Hmm.
and then so I expanded on it by saying, when I go to the grocery store, my first stop, the first section I shop, is the manager special. It's in the back by the bathrooms. If you know, and if you don't, I thought I could smell disposable income, and I look at the audience. So yeah, I don't know.
Well, see, the joke would be the meat disposable. It's like the manager special is back by the bathroom because the bathroom smells so bad, it makes the meat smell that good. So you don't know the meat is bad until you get home. You're like, God damn, they got me again. I can't.
See, and that's the thing. Like, oh well, I mean, how long have you been doing comedy? Way too long, right? I was
Right?
asking.
But look at you. You said you so poor that you thought spam was actually meat.
Is it not?
No, it's all fat.
I mean, it's still part of an animal, right?
What animal?
The animal that has fat.
What animal? What animal does spam come from?
You want me to get a can of spam? I'm gonna get one because I stocked up
It's
during the
like
pandemic.
98% fat.
Is it? Is that why it
Yeah.
tastes so good? Is that why it tastes so good?
Yeah, all that salt that got in it.
Oh my god. So I know you're like anti. No, you're not anti-social audio. But last night, Tiffany Haddish and um was I don't want to say his name wrong. I'm gonna embarrass myself. Faison Love.
No, Faison.
Faison. Damn it. Okay.
Yeah,
Tiffany Haddish and Faison Love were on there. They were talking to Think Floyd because it's JB's birthday today. Happy birthday, JB Floyd.
Jamie Foxx.
No, JB Floyd.
So JB Smooth.
JB Smooth. My bad. Sorry. Yeah. Damn. See,
But yesterday was Jamie Foxx's birthday.
Oh, okay, okay. See, this is how I'm black adjacent. I'm kind of close, but not really. Just barely missing
That's
the
not
mark.
even black adjacent. That's like got your toes in the pool, but you don't want to get your whole body in.
But because you don't eat meat, right? You're a vegan? Or no, vegetarian?
Yeah, I'm more of a vegetarian. I just don't eat meat. I eat fish once in a while.
Okay. Is it an animal thing or just no? It's a health conscious thing, right?
It's a health thing because all the meat has so many steroids and everything else in it that
Yeah.
it's polluting your system. That's why a lot of people are getting sick and getting cancers and all that because of the. And even the fish, it has to be wild. It can't be farm raised because it's set up the same way.
Oh, really?
That's why they get like stuff really big because they shoot these cows up and they shoot these fish up to make them bigger so that they can get more meat from 'em.
Yeah. Okay. So wild fish.
Yes.
Wait. Sorry. So back to the point at hand. Ugh, so AC. But no. So Think Floyd, who's JB Smooth's brother, he's on Clubhouse a lot, and they were in a room with Miss Laura, who's like an OG weed
Laura
lady.
Hayes. Yeah, Laura Hayes.
Yeah. And then they were on with Nichelle. Nichelle does the comedy crack up at the Belly Room. Yeah.
Mhm.
And there was my friend Ray on there, and they were talking late night. I think it was like last night, and they came out with Rasta pasta. Sorry, side joke. You had to be there. And but Tiffany Haddish was talking about how like instead of regular salt, she uses celery salt. Have you heard of
Mhm.
this?
No,
Really? Oh,
no. But Tiffany Haddish is crazy as cat shit, so who knows where she got it from.
I think Floyd was backing her up because I think Floyd also is like a health conscious. He doesn't eat meat too as well, probably for the same reasons. But yeah, they were talking about celery salt, and I was like, is that a real thing? And I was like, I'll ask Jeffrey because you're super health conscious, but apparently you don't believe it.
No, I'm sure it is. I mean, if I Googled it, probably would come. I mean, I believe anything nowadays. But when
No,
Tiffany
you
says
don't.
something,
No, you don't. You're such a liar. You don't believe anything nowadays. That's so not on brand with you. Take redact.
that's true.
Redact.
That's true. But something like that, I could see like there'd be celery salt. But
Right.
when Tiffany says it though, Tiffany's crazy as cat shit. She might have took her meds that day and dreamed it up. So I don't know.
See, I'm the one wearing the cap. You know what that means, right? When people say that you're
You're capping?
what? Yeah, you're capping. That's what
Yeah, it means
the
you're
kids
lying.
say nowadays.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're lying.
Yes, you're lying when you say you believe in anything nowadays. Okay, caught you capping. But yeah. So, anyways, it's almost 5 o'clock. We're coming into the last 20 minutes. Oh, there's another person. Hi, Aaron. What's up? If Aaron or Ketlowski want to join us in the conversation, they're more than welcome to. I mean, they don't even have to wait either. I don't know. I just had to come on here and talk to you because this is how I like to write. I don't know about you. I like to have
You like to
conversations
write?
with people. Actually,
How's that working out?
wait, what?
How's that working out?
Repeat it. Yeah, I said something. You said something.
Right, but you said that's how you like to write, and I'm like, how's that working out?
Oh, okay. In terms of me having a line of thought, it's good. It's good. In terms of me turning it to this can't be funny, like that's why I have you.
Look,
Because that's actually really.
we wrote 10 minutes of you and your family, which was hilarious, and you've never done it.
I know the running water bit.
Oh, that was hilarious.
I know. I'm getting there. I'm starting. I started to, because I don't know. I guess like as much as like I know I'm inherently funny person, My comedic brain needs kind of like a little it still needs to hit that zap moment, that zap, because honestly, there was someone. Bob Sumner had his room on Clubhouse today.
Hmm.
Bob. I can't do his impression. Rary does an impression of Bob. Um, and they're doing like they're doing like a Def Comedy Jam like parody. Did you hear about that? And
Yeah, somebody they had this girl that's driving around the United States doing auditions. I forget her name.
and then I cannot say his name. I'm terrible. Affion.
Oh, Afon Crockett.
Yes, Afon Crockett is playing Russell. Yeah, yeah. So they got
So
that
what
going.
are they doing? They shooting it? What do they do? They shoot a series like a reality show? What are they doing?
As far as I know, it's just like a parody. So it's a parody. So I don't know if it's I don't know if it's a series or a feature, but I just know they're making a parody of it. So
That's funny. They got to use a fat suit for Afron
why Russell
because
Wilson?
Russell's fat.
Is he? I
Yeah,
mean, was he fat back then? Because
yeah. He
apparently people
wasn't
were
skinny.
skinnier back then because they were doing a lot of cocaine.
Well, evidently, it just makes you eat faster. Is what cocaine made you do. The more cocaine you did, the faster you ate, isn't it? Yeah.
Um, but yeah, uh, so yeah, I did my dick pic joke set for Bob, and I slowed down, really articulate, and apparently it was like the best delivery he's like ever heard from me.
Jocelyn. Let me just say, Jocelyn. I'm gonna tell you, Jocelyn. Jocelyn, I'm tell you right, that's the Jocelyn. That's the best. I look at Jocelyn. Steve, is that not the best Jocelyn has
He
done?
did
Come on.
that. He called out yes, Jackie.
Huh? I tell you, Jocelyn, you're gonna be a star. You're gonna be a star.
I had a prompt, and it's like killing me that I cannot remember what my prompt was going to be for today. It's bugging me.
Your,
That
your
silly
prompt
medium.
wasn't the mediums. It wasn't the
What?
medium.
No,
It wasn't the medium.
I had a whole like thing. I was like, oh, I'll ask Jeff about that and get his story on it. And then the medium thing kind of just threw me because I was in there up until like a minute before we started. Um,
That's Chloe taking up your brain. Your friend Chloe that has something to say to you.
I know, right? Just diverting me.
Mhm.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. Do you have Netflix?
Yeah.
Did you watch the Harry and Meg documentary?
What are they going to tell me that I don't already know that the royal family is racist? Who don't? I ain't got to watch the fact to know that the royal family racist.
I
Come
know.
on.
I didn't realize. I didn't know. Okay, I didn't know. I didn't know, and I represent the unpopular, which is people who don't know a lot of shit. And I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't know the extent of it. You know.
And this is the craziness about it. The Queen Elizabeth, her great 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 grandmother, Charlotte, which is
Yeah.
what Charlotte, North Carolina is named after, was a Moor. And a Moor is black.
Is that like a race or?
Yeah, they were the Moors who went out and conquered. They were black folks.
Oh shit. Okay.
So her great 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 grandmother was a Moor, which means her great great grandmother was black, what means
Yeah.
her grandmother was black, which
Yeah.
means her mother had part black, which means the queen has black blood in her. And so when Megan came into the damn house, castle, Megan remind her of herself.
Yeah.
And that's why she said, Megan, well, really she said was nigga, get out of my castle. And Megan looked at her and said, it takes one to know one, and left.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Hilarious. Um.
That's
No.
facts, though. That's facts. Except for the last part. But
You're
no,
right.
her great 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 grandmother was a Moor.
Fact checker. Fact checker. We have fact
Yeah.
checker.
Charlotte, North Carolina was named after her.
Really?
Yeah, her name was Queen Charlotte. And they say that she was ugly because she was a Moor. She wasn't white.
Who? Queen Elizabeth?
No, Queen Charlotte.
Oh. Oh.
Queen Charlotte
Oh.
was an artist. She was into the arts
Yeah.
and cared about people. Google that. I'm telling you, you're gonna make me do that on stage tonight now because I ain't done that joke in a long time.
I know. I'm
But
gonna do some fact checks.
the reason I know is I had posted one time, I don't trust anybody talking about the family, right? The royal family. I said, I don't trust anybody that ain't got a black person in their family. And somebody from England said, well, they do. Queen Charlotte.
Wow.
She was a Moor. So I Googled it and they were right.
Wow. Okay. Like
There's a mic drop right there. Bam.
I know, right? Boop. There you go.
So
That's crazy.
I'm sure that's why they had problems with Megan because she had a black father.
Mother.
Mother. Yeah, white father.
Megan's mom. Yeah, Megan's mom. Is her dad white? He does not look. He's white. I don't know.
Yeah, he's a old ass country fuck. That's what he is. Yeah. But Megan is part black, and that's why they were putting stuff in the paper about it. They were upset.
Yeah. Yeah. It was. I had no idea. I mean, again, I live in America, so like, really, how much am I gonna, pay attention to what's going on in England? But like, it's a total like, I'm gonna put it out there, manifest it. But like, Lifetime movie, I'm thinking like me and like Cameron Monaghan from like Shameless. But no, I just, and that's, I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and say the N word here, okay, Jeff, and that's narrative. You could say the other N word, I'll say that N word. How about that? And it came out in the documentary that of 114,000 tweets were made by 83 different accounts that had like a reach of like 17 million or something crazy like that. And I was like, holy shit. Like, who is like really controlling the narratives and stuff? And that's why I don't even watch. Do you watch the news?
Sometimes, I mean, I gotta see the lies that Fox and CNN and MSN is putting out there. How they try to
somewhere.
how they gonna manipulate the masses? How are they gonna get you to buy shit you don't want to buy? You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about.
And so, I mean, you're unvaxxed, right?
I know. I got the Johnson & Johnson.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I had to. I was mad about the whole situation, but
Who held you down?
I said I'll get the one shot, the one that hardly works. That's the one I want. The one that's not gonna mess you
Oh my
up.
God. So then it came out that like some of the vaccines, like they weren't properly refrigerated. So yeah, it might have like kind of diluted the solution. And I was like, I'm betting on that. I really hope, because I got the jab too. I had to get the jab because I was traveling, and I was and I was actually going to the Just for Laughs comedy festival in Cancun, and they were saying how they were gonna mandate the vaccine or whatever. They weren't originally. You could just take a test, but then no, they were gonna do the vaccine. So yeah, I got the Johnson & Johnson, and and I told my friends, like, I'm really hoping I got like one of the placebos. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, the Johnson & Johnson's the only one that didn't mess with your mRN.
oh really? I didn't know
Yes.
that. Okay.
The other two mess with your mRN. Johnson & Johnson didn't. That's why I got it.
Right.
I believe a lot of these people that are dying from heart attacks, just dying over, it's from the shots.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because one of the side effects, and this is why I didn't want to get it, I talked to my doctor about it, is it causes inflammation of the heart.
Oh. Okay. Why would it do that? Whatever. We don't know. I don't know.
So then they made you sign a release that you couldn't sue when you got the shot, knowing that those were the side effects.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, obviously everyone's gonna like pick their lane, choose their camp. You know what I mean? I was telling the medium before this that I know I'm a rare breed of comedian where my goal is to actually offend the least amount of people. And she was like, "How's that going?"
Yeah, you opposite of me.
I know. Old beats new school. Okay, we're coming up with a medium school.
Well, I say this going back to the vaccine real quick. Me and my sister came back from Hawaii.
Yeah.
She's double vax or triple vax and had all the damn boosters. She got COVID and was sick for 14 days.
When in Hawaii or here?
When we got back,
Oh wow.
she finally tested negative. We went to Hawaii over Thanksgiving break. She
Okay.
finally tested negative yesterday.
Wow. Holy shit. And did she have symptoms? Was she like sick?
Hmm.
Damn.
See,
That's
I
crazy.
didn't. And you know why I didn't?
Johnson and Johnson.
Well,
Just so
that and when you catch this is, and I believe this, your body is built to catch different viruses and different codes to train it to defeat them. So when you
yeah,
catch a big one, it knows
yeah,
what to do. But
yeah.
when you get all those vaccines, your body doesn't know how to fight it now because
Arm Jeffrey. Doesn't go.
yeah, well, you don't your body don't know how to fight them because you got the vaccine to fight them.
I
And when the
see.
vaccines wear off, now your body's got to fight it and it doesn't know how.
I see. Okay. That makes sense. Honestly, that makes sense.
Well, my doctor told me never to get a flu shot or a vaccine. And I said, why? He said, because the flu shot and that is for last year's flu, not for next year's flu, because they don't know what it's going to be.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like giving you something that already passed, you know?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, wow. Conversation. But no, back to the Harry and Meg thing. It's like, and the N word. I mean, you said it a bunch of times. I'll say it one more time, like a narrative, you know? And, um, but I told you too, like, I don't know what it is, but like, I've been getting extra anxiety and I haven't like left my place like in a while. You know what I mean? And it's not even like, it's not even like, I don't think it's like the whole COVID stuff or pandemic. I don't know what it is, but like, I think it's just knowing that. And then also be on the precipice of like being a stand up and wanting to like, you know, not necessarily wanting fame, you know? I don't want that. I just want success. I want to be able to like support my living doing it, you know?
Well, to be able to do that, Jocelyn, hate to tell you this, but part of being a stand up is you got to leave the house.
No,
I'm
you
just
don't
saying,
say.
at
Since
some
when?
some point, you got to leave the house. I'm just saying, at some
I
point.
know. I know. So that, but that's fine. But I keep, my excuse is I'm writing. I'm writing.
Okay. You still got to get on. You still got to get on stage and see if it worked.
I know. I know. Do you have any mics or shows coming up? Oh no, resident standing show, it's a Comedy Chateau.
So tomorrow at 9 o'clock, I'll be at the Improv on Melrose,
Okay,
and then at 11 o'clock, then I'll be at the Comedy Chateau.
11 now. They actually
Well,
pushed
it
back.
starts at 10. It starts at 10, but I got to do the
Okay,
show, the Improv, so I won't get there until later. So
okay,
yeah.
that's cool. Sweet. I have nothing on the docket. I'm just kidding. No, I actually go ahead, interject.
I'm waiting to see when you're gonna leave the house. You gotta to have something on the docket. You gotta leave the house.
Um, honestly, like it's I don't want to say it's a big deal, but Bob Sumner and the family at the Music Networking No Egos Club on Clubhouse, they're putting together an in real life comedy show, and it's taking place in Houston at the end of January.
Mhm.
So that's that. I'm like I'm beefing up for that. It's and the only reason for that is because it's actually going to get filmed, and Bob's going to see it. Bob, and yeah, he's like doing a rebrand, I guess, or not even a rebrand. He's just he's doing his thing, his Bob thing, where just putting together comedians and showcasing them. So for me, that's the bigger picture show that I'm prepping for. But yes, Jeff. Now that you made me talk about it out loud, I realized I need to write and get my set before that and be really
Especially
prepared
if
for
you
it.
got a goal, because you got to be your act's got to be tight with a bunch of punchlines and timing, and you got to have that stuff ready. And so if you don't get up until that,
No,
it's not
I
going to
know,
go.
no, I know. I need to get up on stage. I know. I need to get up with other real humans because as much as I do the social audio thing, what?
Social audio. Hey, hi, guess what? I'm telling jokes. Here we go. Blah, 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 blah. And then the people go, ha ha, okay, that's funny. But they don't feel the same energy. They don't feel your vibe.
Yeah,
They don't feel your aura. They don't feel your timing. It's just a whole
the
different thing.
medium. My ghost friend Jake, who's with me.
Oh, you get a standing ovation in heaven. They rolling.
Everyone's hilarious up there.
Up there, they're rolling. We can't wait for Jocelyn to get here. She's killing us.
We're already dead.
She's killing us.
So are those only shows you have coming up this weekend?
That's what I'm doing this weekend. Yeah, I'll be at the Comedy Chateau Saturday, and I'll be at the Improv Saturday. I could
Are
do
you on
three
the
shows, but
flyer?
I'm going to do two. Huh?
Are you? Ow! I just stabbed myself with that pencil. Are you on their flyer on the website, or are you just
Yeah.
like a guest drop in?
No, I'm on the flyer. I mean, last time I was there, I had to fill out a W-4, and they paid me. So yeah.
I know, right? You're like, yeah, bitch, I get paid. Okay, that's the difference between us two.
How do you know if you're an amateur or if you're a professional?
You fucker! You son of a bitch. Is your name
Ain't
on a
that
check?
right there? Ain't that right there?
Name on a check. Is there a check issued for you in the office? Did you fill out a W-2? No, but
They gave
honestly,
me
like
cash. They gave me
what?
cash. It's signed right here. They said, "Here, we'll give
Ooh,
you cash."
under the table action, untaxed. That's nice, I guess. Good for you. Good for you. I hope to one day achieve such level of opulence in the comedy scene. But no, because then I feel like you're of the old school. That's great. Get up, get paid. Hey, hey. I'm of the new school where it's like now more than ever as like, what?
The new school is we get up and we don't get paid.
No, I'm not saying that. But we're coming up with more innovative ways to deliver funny and get paid for it. I mean, I'm not like that deep in like the whole like NFT space or the metaverse. Are you on the metaverse?
No.
No. Okay. When the show was talking about how they have a crack 'em up metaverse, and Think Floyd has his. A lot of people have like their little comedy clubs in the metaverse or something. I don't know. It's a direction that it's not. It's just it's another lane you can travel in. I mean, there's your lane, the main lane. Be funny, get up, get paid. Hey, all day. Woo, we're not worthy. Whereas for me, it's like I'm thinking about like maybe token gating some content. I actually got asked to help someone with their funny. Look at that. And they're
There
like,
you
"Oh,
go.
do you do one-on-one coaching?" And I was like, "Not yet."
There you go.
So yeah, I'm saying like there are other ways to get paid other than just. But that's anyone who wants to be a stand-up should want to get paid the way you get paid. I'll say that
But
much.
see, the thing is this: if you're getting on stage and you're doing Netflix or something like that, all those other things follow,
Right.
and all of a sudden you already got that following, so you're gonna make a lot more money.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
So I mean, you have to think of that way. If nobody knows who you are, you got 5, 6 people following you. You got 1,000 people following you. That's
Hey,
nothing.
there's nothing wrong with having 1,000 people following you. Okay, that's the difference between a nano. No, that is a nano influencer. Never mind. It used to be the difference. Okay, it used to be straight up. It used to be if you had 1,000 followers, you used to be considered a micro influencer. But then you know my joke. I went from a micro influencer to a nano influencer because now it's like a nano influencer is someone from 0 to 10,000. A micro is 10,000 to 100,000, and then a mega is like over 1 million or something, some bullshit, whatever.
Well, I posted this thing on not Instagram. What's the other one they got? Not Facebook.
TikTok.
TikTok.
Gotcha.
I got 53,000 views.
What? This mother right here.
Old school, baby.
Just marinating in your social media.
53,000 views.
Okay, so yeah, check it out. Jeffrey Keller. Let me guess. The handle, My Mom's White.
Yes.
Is that it?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
53,000 views though. God dang.
In how long?
In 2 days.
Wow. You didn't even tell me or share it with me. Are you even following me on TikTok?
I think so.
Okay. All right. Well, it's 5:21. It's been an hour. This has been live storytelling. Listen and laugh with comedians. Me, Jocelyn Abad, Mr. Jeffrey Keller, Funny Jocelyn, Laugh with Jocelyn, and My Mom's White. Thank you to anyone who's still. I'm going to Kat Flosky and Aaron for timing in and enjoying us live, and for anyone else who watches us later. We'll be here again next Friday. Ooh, December 23rd. Yes, I want to hear Christmas stories. Maybe not. It could be depressing for some people. I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Well, no, we got some great Christmas stories.
We have some what?
We have some great Christmas stories.
Okay, cool. So yeah, from a heroine dad and a boosting mom, yeah, I'm sure you have amazing like Christmas stories. But yeah, so I'll see you guys next week. Bye, Jeff.
All right, y'all. 2 fingers.